Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 plays, playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We had paused previously because I know that I'm going to go into a whole bunch of cutscenes here very soon. So this is going to be probably a fairly long video just of me going through the cutscenes and doing the dialogues. We are going to go down the angel path here. I put up a poll. I've already gotten a couple votes in. Both said angel. I'm leaning towards angel. And I usually only get 2 or 3 votes anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get this one in the books so we can see where we are after that. So in we go. We're going to go in here to see the storyteller. He's over here. I think I can't talk to him. So maybe if I just walk up to him, it triggers. So let's go talk to the tourist. There we are, just triggers. Storyteller turns to you calmly. Long months have passed, Commander, but even while you were away on the other plane, I could hear your brave heart beating. That sound never stopped for a second. Irabeth looks at you as if unable to believe what has happened. Commander, you... For a while, she stands speechless. Finian the talking weapon. Finian laughs. You're a lively one, Grandpa Elf. Always finding yourself in the most dangerous spots, but I'm still glad to see you, although you'd be safer tucked up by a fire somewhere. So how have these things been these past 6 months, since I've been gone 6 months? Storyteller. The Queen showed us nothing but respect and fair treatment. After she decided to proceed with the crusade, many of us chose to stay with the unit in order to protect the Wardstone until your return. It was an easier decision for me than for others, for I had encountered you in the Abyss, and I knew you were alive. But not everyone believed me, and then yesterday I had a vision. I was leafing through the pages that you had collected for me, and suddenly I saw the future. Not the future clamoring to be told by the page in my hand, but your future, the future of the person who first brought that page to me. Okay. In my vision, you returned from the Abyss, marked by new powers that wound around you like snakes. Your voice made the earth tremble, people and demons dropped to their knees, and Iomede herself extended you a helping hand. The only thing that you were concerned with was the whereabouts of the banner that Queen Galfrey had taken with her. Storyteller shakes his head. I know what I saw is difficult to believe, but I am in the habit of trusting my visions, so I hurried to the Citadel to lay my hands on some of Queen Galfrey's possessions, and try to discern where she went and where your banner is now. Irabeth, my story is simpler. Anivia and I both agreed that we should stay here to wait for you. We are supposed to serve the Queen, but our hearts are here. Besides, you are still the commander of the Crusade, and I have no right to abandon you, even if there's almost no hope left. Although I must admit that the storyteller's tale about his vision of your imminent return seemed quite vague. I followed him here to make sure he didn't accidentally hurt himself. Irabeth smiles happily. I'm glad that he proved you right, and you really have returned. Okay, do you know where the Queen went? It wasn't easy. I see the Queen's future and her past as if looking through shattered glass. Multiple visions came one after another, distorting the picture. The Queen is in mortal danger at the crossroads of her fate, and her every step may prove fatal. Great. Lan, we have to go rescue the Queen again! But I did not give up, and fortune smiled upon me. I touched her goblet and learned where she was leading her army. Her Majesty decided to march for Iz. You idiot. We're not ready to march for Iz. A bold move, one worthy of a queen who is not accustomed to hiding. Okay. We must hurry and help the Queen. Let's take Dresden back, Commander, and then we march onward. Dream on. We're not going to get to Iz anytime soon. Iz, that place sounds familiar. Can you remind me of the details? Oh, Iz, the city that hangs over the Abyss. It once was a citadel of legendary rulers, the capital of Sarkoris. But now demons are tearing it apart, making a mockery of its former glory. 2/3 of its magnificent streets and proud towers have collapsed into the world wound. The city still holds on, just as Sarkoris holds on, defeated but refusing to die. Irabeth, the Queen did the right thing. We've mustered enough strength to try and go on the offensive for the first time since the First Crusade. If we don't recapture Iz now, who knows how many years we'll have to wait until another opportunity to approach it. Okay, well, I don't have any other choices, I guess. We're gonna go... The final battle for Dresden! Here we go! Storyteller nods. Yes, your arrival has changed everything. Attacked by 2 armies, we felt like a dilapidated palisade on the verge of being swept away by a giant wave. But with your return, we have become an indestructible wall that will withstand any blow. Oh, you're some ridiculously high-level archmage. Why can't you just, like, blow these guys up and end this? Irabeth, I was afraid we would not be able to succeed without the banner. We may not have the banner, but we still here. We live to see you return. You truly are our banner, Commander. To arms. Gain 1,700 experience points. Okay. Always good to gain experience points. Storyteller. Okay. There's one more thing. The storyteller pauses for a while. In the shattered fragments that form her fate, I can sense your presence, and I am convinced that the Queen could sense it too. No one can say what your next encounter will lead to, but there is one thing I know for certain. Queen Galfrey's fate and yours are tightly intertwined. Okay, wonderful. Gotta go rescue the Queen. Perhaps that is what made the Queen write this letter to you. After I touched her goblet, I saw her hiding it in a secret compartment in the wall, and I managed to find it. I do not know what it says, but I can sense the emotions that were tearing the Queen apart while she wrote it. Farewell letter, and it's not going to let me see what the farewell letter says. Okay. Storyteller ponders for a moment. I think I will be able to tell you about the feelings she was experiencing in that moment. If you wish, you can come to me later when everything is settled down and bring this letter with you. We will look into the past of this item together. Okay, yeah, we've got stuff to do with you, Mr. Storyteller. Okay, and dialogue. And the screen shakes. Black screen. Now what? Come on. Something's supposed to happen here. Come on. By the way, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. You really like to see, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notify bell. Oh no, there are too many of them. This is useless. We're done for. Oh, come on, people. Don't fall back. Hold the line. Give me a break. Gofta. Okay. By the way, yeah, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Really like to see, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notify bell, be notified when I upload videos or schedule streams. What am I looking at here? Baboos, Shears, an Imp. Imp probably wants to play with my Imp. More baboos. Mirror, displaced, thingamajiggy. Rocks. One of those things. I hate those things. They summon stuff. Just gotta go down in a hurry. Alright. Oren Gofta. A huge, oily Nalfeshni is waiting for you with his arms folded. Here comes the commander, kids. Ha ha ha! So, Commander, do you like what you see? You've arrived just in time to hear your friends screaming for help. They trusted you, and look what's happened to them. Do you actually think you can rescue them? Ha! Who do you think you are? I don't know. Blues Brothers, I'm on a mission from God? How about that? Can I say that? Ponovictus. Vicious. You shouldn't have angered our master, mortal. He will take away everything you have, your mind and your flesh included. You belong to him now. I sent this army to you. Sent this army, you beast. We all serve our master Baphomet. I killed him. I killed him. I killed him in El Shiniran. They promised us Dresden, and your skin is a doormat. But he's dead. I took him out in Colfair Mines. By some freaking miracle. Merilith adds with a smug grin. You'll only get Dresden, or Gofta. The skin is mine, and mine alone, mine only. It will look splendid in my chambers in the ineluctable prison. Okay. I'll do what that idiot Manago failed to accomplish. I'll destroy the Wardstone as you watch, little commander. Then I'll admire the despair frozen on your face forever. So, do I go down the good path? I've been going down the good path. I'll rescue my friends. I only have the power of life and death over these soldiers. How dare you try to steal what is mine? Evil. I like some of these evil lines. It's like, okay. I do agree with somebody else that's doing a first-time playthrough. The lawful choices on here seem more evil than they are lawful. Fighters of Dresden, don't give up. I rescue my friends? I always rescue my friends. Been doing it for 4 chapters now. Let's do it again. I'll rescue my friends. The Nalfeshni bursts into laughter. I'll rescue my friends. How exactly do you do that, you pathetic Valerian maggot? What can you do on your own without your army? Yet yell inspirational speeches? Oh no, I'm so scared, and then all the pathetic defenders of Dresden will be inspired and turned into an invincible force. Yes, that's usually how it goes in fairy tales. Okay. You know what will happen next in real life? Your friends will rot in my lord's dungeon and their bones will join the myriad others. That sounds ominous. We'll wipe your army out, quote, army out, and you along with it. But I won't kill everyone. I'll lock you in a cage and start torturing your friend. Once I'm done with them, they will come and spit in your face. They'll tell you themselves what torment you doomed them to. Ember will just burn you to ashes. She's awesome. You don't know what you're dealing with, you idiot. With an appointed yawn, Marilith remarks casually, "It's time to end this mortal. He has nothing to surprise us with." It's time to end this mortal. He has nothing to surprise us with. You're just a jumped-up mortal insect. You are nobody. Let's see. I can go down the legend mythic path. Yes, I am immortal. I am the commander of the 5th Crusade. This is my city, my people, and my destiny. So I guess I would have to choose that. Okay, so here's where I have to choose a mythic path. Legend path, angel path, dragon. I am a gold dragon. My heart is full of compassion, but my spirit is relentless. I will allow those who leave to go in peace, but those who stay I will have to destroy. I am immortal in my destiny. And everybody says I should go down the angel path and see what angels can do, right? Let the darkness perish. Be gone from my world, demons. It's a little bowl. It's like a god's not a god yet. Power rushes through your body, almost ripping it apart. The wound in your chest bursts open in a spray of bloody droplets. The might bestowed upon you by the abyss, and a ruler of Warlash erupts into this world, and you pay for it in purest agony. Okay. Why is it there and not around me? Shouldn't it be around me? That's weird. Okay. Light suffuses you, bright and shiny, but it's not around me. Light and the desire to protect your world at any cost. It's not. It should be surrounding me. So I'm not. Your graphics are off, Owlcat. That light should be around me on my horse. Or me and my horse should be here, one of the two. Okay, it says end dialogue. Now do we fight? And everybody kneels like a bunch of idiots. Okay. That's kind of like what Hal did to his demons. Just kaboom, they all be dead. Uh-oh. Now I'm all alone and I'm standing in front of... What's this? Aha. Pretty girl. Is this a goddess? An incredible silence suddenly descends over the city. It is broken by the solemn sound of fanfares that seems to come from far away. Everywhere and nowhere all at once. All eyes are turned to the huge stained-glass window of the city's main cathedral. By the cathedral? How did I get to the cathedral? The heck did I get here? I was at the Citadel a second ago. Okay. It begins to glow with a soft light, and in the next breath, a lone figure steps out of the glass onto the cobblestones of Dresden. She's not on the cobblestones, she's floating in the air.
Knight Commander, at last we meet.
There is no mistaking her. Iomide, the goddess who has deigned to descend to the world of mortals. Your companions shield their faces, unable to withstand her radiance. The surviving demons quiver. The townsfolk fall to their knees, but the deity's eyes are on you, and you alone. And then she says what she just said. Okay, if I want to be lawful, I can bend the knees. And my goddess, praise be to your name. I greet you, light of the sword. Gods don't often descend to our world. Oh, wow! Look, everyone, it's a goddess! Oh. Evil, attack her! Die. Yes, you will die if you attack a goddess. It's stupid. God, I can make an obscene gesture. Could say I greet you, light of the sword. I really just want to say, oh wow, look everyone, it's a goddess. I am a happy-go-lucky singing Cavalier. Should I be nice, or should I just be silly? Oh, man. I'm just so worried if I pick this one, what's going to happen to me? It just sounds like something that this guy would say. I mean, I'm always proclaiming I'm an extraplanar hero from another planet. That's his line that he says all the time. Gods don't often descend to our world. I greet you, lighted sword. If I was still lawful, I would do this, but I've lost the lawful alignment a long time ago. Just all the lawful choices were just horrendous. Things that I would not say with this character. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I'm gonna say, oh wow, look everyone, it's a goddess.
Indeed it is. I suppose you're asking yourself why I am here. Gods must not interfere directly in the affairs of mortals. But what is happening here, in the World Wound, is no longer the concern of mortals alone.
Okay. I hope you guys can hear her. I'm gonna turn up my headphones a little bit, make sure that I think you guys can hear her. If not, turn up your headphones so you can hear what she says if it doesn't come through real clear.
And this is proof. This fortress has witnessed so many horrors and miracles. It makes me wonder how it still stands.
For a moment, the goddess diverts her eyes from your face and looks out over Dresden, surveying the chaos caused by the recent battle and the manifestation of your power. And then says what she says. Okay.
I know how much light and hope you have brought to the Crusaders. Your achievements are indisputable. But during all that time, your followers believed that their leader was Heaven's chosen. This is a bitter lie, and goodness and justice cannot be based on lies.
That's true. I never said I was Heaven's choice. They said I was Heaven's choice. I always denied it. I just said, hey, I got this power, we're going to use it for good.
The light that emanates from you is deceiving, and dangerously bright. It burns your companions, and one day it will burn you too.
I kind of figured that out when I was in Illusionera. I have a feeling that I'm set up to becoming a martyr. I'm going to have to sacrifice myself to close the world wound or some other stupid thing like that. No matter what choice I take here.
But I did not come here to reproach you, or to bewail the fate of the unfortunate defenders of Dresden.
Okay.
I wish to stop the forces of evil and defend Golarion, both from Daskari's violent rage and from Nocticula's insidiousness. But that is not my only goal. I have come here to restore justice, for justice is the birthright of all. That's why I hail you as a hero who has triumphed over the demons many times.
Okay.
At the same time, I grieve for you, as for a soul that is caught in a web of demonic deceit and villainy.
You're right, but what can I do about it? That's sort of a... I'm sorry, you know what I do. Achieved more in my crusade than all crusaders achieved in 100 years, so if you think you're going to criticize me for using my power, think again. That's a nice, arrogant, lawful, evil person. Such heartwarming concern for me. Now let's be honest, what's your real reason for coming here? Okay. I think mine would be this, because I've been following this. Anytime somebody accuses me of being, you know, an angel or anything like that, I'm like, nope, I just got this stuff, and I'm doing what I think is right. I did acquire my powers from a dubious source, but I follow my own path.
You may think so, but alas, this is not true. It can be, however, if you accept my help. In that moment, when my poor Herald was being torn apart by monsters, he found the strength to send me a message about what he had learned in the Abyss. You were in Illusionera, where you spoke with the Lady in Shadow and the Architect of the World Wound. They confessed what they had done to you, but they did not reveal the whole truth. Both you and this unfortunate world will have to pay dearly for the power that they so generously bestowed upon you. But all is not yet lost. That is why I have come.
You want to take it away from me? Okay! Alright. Walls of Dresden shake again, and with a ringing laugh, a black shadow appears before the shining goddess. Nocticula in the flesh. Standing beside her is Aureliu Vorlesh. He stares at the goddess with ice-cold rage in her eyes.
Who here has been taking my name in vain? Ah, it's you, the Inheritor. What's this? Our worst fears have come to pass. The gods are flocking to Golarion. This merry little tinderbox could ignite at any moment, reducing the material plane to dust.
Succubus made Iomedes' title sound like an elegant insult, which it did. Okay.
I did not come here to fight.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good for anything else.
So you smirked?
Forgive me, that was unfair of me. Judging by your successes over the last 100 years, fighting is not your forte. After all, the wound is still there, as far as I know. So why are you here? If you have come to meddle in my affairs, don't expect me simply to stand aside.
This party's getting started now. Who'll be next to arrive? Kate and Kaelin, perhaps? I gotta play a kind of character, so that's not really in my thing. Can you do this? Okay. Guess I would ask.
I cannot do that, alas. I will not subject Golarion to the war between deities, which will surely ensue if I personally intervene in mortal affairs. But if the Demoness wishes to be present for our conversation, so much the better. Do you hear me, Nocticula? You and your servant are under no obligation to leave. I have come here to shed the light of truth. Let us see if you both can withstand its merciless radiance. I cannot change the flow of mortal history by force. After all, the world wound is their doing, although committed at the behest of the Abyss. But sometimes force is unnecessary, and truthful words are all it takes.
Okay, that's...
The goddess who was mortal not so long ago is eager to judge us for our sins now. My sin, to be precise. What lies behind your eagerness, proud Iomade? Righteous wrath? Or perhaps fear? Watch out. A simple mortal woman has learned how to grant powers to others. Powers which are beyond the wildest dreams of many Imperial lords. This must be stopped, forbidden, taken away immediately. After all, what need will we have for all these arrogant gods once we become their equals?
She's a little full of herself, isn't she?
Silence. It's impolite to interrupt your elders. But you know, Inheritor, she does have a point. What are you going to do now? Break my weapon, which has made so many victories possible, and only because he received that weapon from my profane hands, and the entire affair must therefore be profane also? What real reasons do you have? Save those born of your envy, your capriciousness, and your suspicions?
Activity's cold gaze made Aurelio press her lips into a thin line. Okay.
My reasons are quite real, as you well know. That is why you appeared here in such haste, is it not? You have woven a delicate lace of half-truths, Nocticula. From you and your servant, the Knight Commander has learned that he is bound to the world wound, that he is slowly dying because of its influence, and that he is yet capable of closing it. But you withheld a crucial piece of information.
Fury rings in
You
the voice
never
of the
told
goddess.
him that closing the wound won't save him from death. For this lock will destroy the key to which it is bound. The one who closes the world wound will die along with it.
As I predicted. Martyrdom for the main character. How very typical.
That is true. I tried to tell you back in Illusionera, but I was not allowed to. It is an unavoidable consequence of this process. To stitch two planes together as I have stitched Galarian and the Abyss, the soul of a mortal must be woven with the essence of the Abyss. To undo this seam, the original soul, the key, must be ripped apart. No one could survive such a process.
Fury's voice sounds almost indifferent. She doesn't look at the furious goddess. Her eyes are glued to you. Okay. Willing to sacrifice light doesn't, if it means closing the world one. Some of the influence of the abyss, well, I finally understand the rules of this game. So in other words, I'll die if I don't close the wound, and I'll die if I do close it.
It is true. Now do you see the perils of accepting a demonic gift? No matter how much power the Abyss gives you, that power will always be tainted by lies and misfortune. This is the justice I promised you. The right to know the whole truth, and not to be a plaything in the hands of abyssal spawn.
Trying, you say? I successfully hid the truth from you for as long as I deemed necessary. Are you expecting me to explain myself? My goal is to close the world wound, not to grant you a happily ever after.
And what if I reject this power?
You will live.
You will lose everything that makes life worth living.
Okay.
You will spoil a brilliant endeavor and destroy the lives of thousands of mortals who will be devoured by the legions of demons coming from the Abyss. Aside from that, you won't do anything extraordinary at all.
Aurilu has planted a piece of the Abyss itself in your soul. The
Okay.
only thing that can cleanse the soul of such a taint is that same soul. But I will be near. I will show you how to root out the demonic corruption. I am not a demon, and I do not offer any simple solutions. You will have to go your own way, no matter where it leads.
Okay. What if I'm willing to sacrifice my life?
Oh, how noble! For a brief moment, I even felt some regret that we demons are incapable of such lovely feelings. You see now, Inheritor? My little protege has more nobility in him than you expected. Shame on you.
This nobility is exactly why I came here. To help the Knight Commander learn the truth, and to show him that he has been used. Besides, I do not believe that you have been acting for selfless reasons, Lady in Shadow. Honesty and nobility have never counted among your virtues. You own the main source of Nahindrian crystals, and your servant Aurilu has learned how to break the laws of the universe with their help. Can it be that the ruler of darkness and mistress of assassins has not conceived a way to use this formidable gift for her own benefit?
Accusations, suspicions, all completely hollow, just like your bright-eyed pretty little head. It's a pity you inherited Eridan's sword, but not his sharp mind. I have but one goal now. To stop the armies of that lecherous billy-goat and that gluttonous bug from strutting around my domain as if it were their own. I don't give a fig whether it will help mortals or hurt them. If the enemy of your enemy makes you a mutually beneficial proposition, you would have to be a complete idiot to say no.
Toya rolled her eyes wearily. Okay. Well, I'm finally starting to understand the rules of this game. which is, I'm gonna die.
Yes. The power that Nahindrian crystals grant you will bring about nothing but your own demise. The branches of the Tree of Sin are vast and verdant, but its only fruit is death. You will not be able to save yourself unless you reject everything that has been foisted upon you. Now you know everything.
Okay.
No, we're not quite finished with the
really?
revelations yet. Few secrets remain to be revealed, but they will be worth the wait.
Okay, we are at 30 minutes, so we're gonna go long, guys, because this is a long, drawn-out process here. All right, Arilu Vorlash is gonna.
Does this look familiar? Do you remember the similar wound above your own heart? I have given you enough hints. Come on, ask me the question I have been waiting for.
The flick of the witch's wrist, something changes in her as if a veil has fallen. One so thin that it was almost invisible, but which had clouded your vision. Nonetheless, now you can see what was hidden before. A deep, open wound above Aurilu's heart. The wound pulsates as blood drips from it. Okay. Knowledge Arcania past. I received my wound because you implanted the essence of the abyss in my soul when you expanded the world wound. My question is, why do you have a similar wound? Could it be because you used your own soul as a key to open the first world wound? Sounds like a good statement to me.
That's right. And this means that the world wound actually has 2 keys.
Good question. Just imagine. I have wasted so much time chasing the key to the world wound, and the key was right under my nose this whole time. Rilu, my love, come over here.
Nope. Bye, Rilu. Rilu does not look like someone who has been cornered. Without a trace of fear, she gives you a faint nod, and then makes a barely discernible gesture with her head. And disappears as if she was never there. There you go, Noctilia.
Wait, I said wait! That little bitch. I knew she would betray me sooner or later, but I never expected such an idiotic stunt. But everything seems to be falling into place quite nicely. You see, you don't have to die after all. Arilu opened the world wound, and Arilu will be the one who closes it, whether she likes it or not. Although, someone will need to catch her first, and this will require certain powers.
Yes, Arilu Vorlash will pay for her crimes with her life. Her flight confirms that our suppositions were correct. But now we know that the world wound can be sealed with her blood. You have no reasons to remain indebted to the Abyss and indulge the Queen of the Succubi. Reject her gift, and secure your victory while being the person you were before Arilu Vorlash corrupted you. Win as a mortal, and become a legend among mortals.
So she wants me to go down the legendary hero path.
She's talking rubbish. True, we gave you the power, but it was you who chose how to wield it. It belongs to you, and it will remain yours, so you can do whatever you want with it. But first, you must use it to close the world wound. You aren't going to catch this world's most powerful witch, and a half-demon one at that, with your bare hands, are you?
Okay, she wants me to stay the angel path. That's a twist. Goddess and Demon Lord stare at you expectantly. Okay, we're at 34 minutes. I think I'm gonna put a cut in here. That's a whole lot of information, and then we're gonna go down a whole bunch of questions for all my companions and both of these people. Does that sound like a good idea? Alright, let's go down that path. If you'd like to see, hit the thumbs up button. You really see, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notify bell, be notified, upload videos and our scheduled streams. And I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.